Now, it's been about 7 months since our 50th Warframe Styanax was originally released, and in that time he's had a few hot fixes here and there, but he is still one of the better Warframes in game, overpowered even with the right unga bunga spear chucking setup using aviator mods, aerodynamic and so on. But what if you wanted to build him a little bit different to everyone else, go against the grain, a bit of diversity to your arsenal? What if you wanted to build him based off something that's off meta, outside of those endless steel path runs, just for fun? Like say shield tanking with his passive. I know, shield tanking in the middle of a shield gating meta is outright silly, isn't it? It's, like I said, against the grain. But Styanax gains 1% crit chance for every 40 shield that he currently has, which works into overshield as well, which his third ability Rally Point will do for you. It replenishes energy for you and teammates and also regenerates your shield and puts you into overshield based on the amount of kills and assists that you and your teammates get. So he has got a great amount of self-sustainability. His crit passive buff will also be doubled for spear guns equipped, which is asking a lot again, right? Because spear guns are not a weapon that everyone enjoys, but if you wanted to bring one, it will gain extra benefit from that passive. So that's what I'm trying to do. You're also going to need to keep enemies distracted so that they don't burn through your overshield and deplete it, which again will reduce your crit buff, which is where Octavia's Resonator will come in as a subsumed ability. This will distract and crowd control enough enemies that it allows your third ability to keep you in overshield as long as possible. Also, adaptation as a mod will reduce the damage that your shield takes up to a certain point or a certain level that enemies can reach. And if it does deplete your shields, then you can simply regen it with your Rally Point ability. His Tharos Strike ability, his second one, the subsume ability for the Warframes to benefit from, can strip 100% of enemy defenses and heal you. His third ability regens energy and shield, like I said, and his first ability will group enemies up into a nice little ball. Although sometimes it's jank and doesn't work for whatever reason, which means I've gone and I've replaced his fourth ability, Final Stand, the spear chucking go-to ability for a lot of players, with Resonator, and it works absolutely brilliantly. Honestly, I feel like Resonator is up there with Nourish and Gloom for some of the best in-slot subsumed abilities, probably along with Terrify and Ensnare as well. But the Aphentis spear gun fires bolts that explode after a slight delay, so it will ragdoll anything that it doesn't outright kill. Mine only has 2 Forma on it and still needs a decent amount of work and is pretty basic, but it is sitting at around 78% crit chance, which is then amplified by that passive based on how much shield my Styanax has. Now this will work with any weapon, but like I said, his passive is going to be doubled for spear guns, so that's why I brought one. You could use the Nataruk, or you could bring the Tenet Arcoplasma, whatever weapon you basically wanted to, but I'm bringing a spear gun. I think with a maxed out overshield right now, my Styanax was sitting at around 152% crit chance, which is then doubled for the spear gun, which is a little bit crazy. Now my build for Styanax is pretty simple, except I already had 2 Umbral Forma on him, and there's no way I was going to Forma those back out, so I have to work around them. It would be much better having Prime Vigor in there instead of Vitality for added shields. Adaptation, of course, is needed. 200% Power Strength is needed so that you can get that 100% defense strip from his second ability. You're going to need a bit of duration for Resonator and a bit of range as well, so whichever you can fit in there, tweak it to fit your own playstyle. For Arcanes, you could use Molt Augmented for more power strength, or Efficiency for more duration. Energize for additional energy, although his third ability kind of keeps you stocked up on that. Basically anything to help you get boosted in terms of your stats. I also have 5 Archon shards on my Styanax, which gives me duration, health, strength and energy on a mission start. They're not Tau Forged, they are just the basic shards, but it was surprisingly effective, this setup. Not as effective as the spear chucking one, I'll grant you, but a very nice alternative all the same. But that's my critical Styanax. If there is any other Warframes out there that you have got against the grain builds for, then by all means share them in the comment section below. Have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching.